Hey guys, it's Kabutero here with week 2 of the PBL season 3. I know it's been a while since the last one. The first 2 weeks had 2 week deadlines, so that's part of the reason this is up so much later than the first one. The other reason is that I'm really lazy and I'm just now motivating myself to do it. It is 6/26/2017, and this battle was done about a week ago. Let me just expose myself here as being incredibly lazy. This battle was done on June 14th, and it is now June 26th. Alright? Yeah, I'm lazy, so let's get right into it. This is against my good friend Toast and the Athletico Macargos. And we're just gonna ignore the names, methinks. So his team consists of Tapu Koko, Alakazam, Blastoise, Incineroar, Hitmontop, Linoone, Landorus Therian, Ferrothorn, Goodra, Gengar, which is his Z user, and the Rotom Frost. Okay, so that's his team. Let's get into my team. The first thing I wanted to bring was Mudsdale, because he really didn't have any way to kill it, I want to say. There wasn't really much he could do with that. Mudsdale would be able to live a E-Speed from a Belly Drum Linoone. If you brought Seed Bomb, then of course that obviously kills me, because that's not, I guess, super effective and whatnot. But Assault Vest Mudsdale, literally, this thing did not care about any of his attacks. It did not care about Alakazam, even with Energy Ball. It did not care about Gengar, even with something like Z Giga Drain. It didn't care about anything. And Earthquake for just, stab moves. This is actually also my Incineroar check, because I actually did not have much to deal with an Incineroar if it had Darkest Lariat, Flare Blitz, Earthquake, U-Turn. I don't really have a safe switch into that at all. Like, even Flygon takes a lot from Darkest Lariat. So, Mudsdale was my answer to that. Pretty much all the time. And it fired back Earthquake or Close Combat if I thought it might go Ferrothorn or something like that. Body Slam for the nice paralysis chance, because we out here being cheesy. And then my second mon is my other horse that I drafted, Zebstrika. This thing is absolutely amazing. This is one of my favorite mons in draft leagues at the moment. It is incredibly, versatile. Not even versatile, honestly, because I run the same moves usually, but the ability to run physical or special and have an ability that boosts either one of those stats, as well as getting maybe even a speed boost with another ability. Its abilities are really what makes it versatile, and I love it. I ran Overheat, first move I put on. Ferrothorn, gotta get out of here. T-Bolt, Volt Switch, HP Ice. I didn't run any physical attacking things because I wanted to be able to bring this in on Blastoise and not worry about Scald, burning, and then being crippled. We have good old Easel Rib, the Decidueye. Shout out to Guardians of Gahul. Cassia Berry. Now, what Cassia Berry does is that is the berry that takes care of ghost-type attacks. Okay? So I wanted to be able to bring this thing in on, say... Well, maybe not bring it in. I couldn't safely switch it in, but, if I predicted right and I went out into Decidueye when he went out into Gengar, I could then proceed to take the Shadow Ball, Spirit Shackle the Gengar, and if that didn't kill it for whatever reason, I have Sucker Punch anyway. Same principle applies to Alakazam. I just Spirit Shackle it. It can't kill me with one Shadow Ball, and then Sucker Punch will take it out. Leaf Blade for, again, the Blastoise. And the reason I had Acrobatics is because of his Hitmontop, because I looked at my team, and I don't have anything to really hit Hitmontop hard with. So the plan was if you brought Hitmontop, I could use up my berry against Gengar or Alakazam, or even the Rotom Frost if you brought Shadow Ball for some reason. And then I could Acrobatics it, and that's a clean 2-hit KO on, I believe it's on fully Fizz Def Hitmontop, which is good to have. And then we got a Heatran, Patata Caliente, Mr. Hot Potato himself. You got to keep up with the tradition of naming every fire type a Spanish phrase. Choice Scarf with Earth Power, Fire Blast, HP Ice, and yeah, Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks, Scarf, Heatran. I didn't have anywhere else on my team to put rocks, and I really wanted the rocks to pressure because he has a lot of U-turn go. He's got Volt Turn with the Rotom and the Tapu Koko and the Incineroar with U-turn. So I really wanted to be able to pressure that, which is why I went for this. And then my next mon is Tentacruel. Now, this set changed a lot during building. Originally, at one point I had Dual Stab. At one point I had Ice Beam for the Goodra. At one point I had T-Spikes over Haze. But I realized that if he wanted to run, I think one of his mons gets Memento. So, what I've done in the past, in other, just in, RU, for example, with Lunan running around, if I see a mon that gets Memento, I always go into my Haze user, because they'll Memento me. They'll go into Linoon, they'll Belly Drum as I click Haze, and the Memento is gone, the Belly Drum is gone, and it's just... You click Haze again, too, because then they'll be like, oh, he's going to attack me. Now I Belly Drum. And then they're just too low to do anything. But anyway. But I wanted Knockoff because two of the easiest things to bring in on this would be the Gengar and the Alakazam. And I wanted to punish that very heavily by getting rid of Alakazam's Sash or Life Orb. Being able to find out if the Gengar is actually his Z-move user or if he's running Scarf. Because I don't think I've run a Z-move in any week so far. And the last mon is Flygon. This time we're running Banded over Scarf. This thing puts in a lot of work. Just as a nice pivot with Banded U-turn, just chipping away at everything. So, yeah. So that's the team. And is this the right battle? Nope, that is a preview for the next one. Don't worry about that. I'll edit that out, Kappa. Alright, so... Turn 1, I lead Flygon, he leads Incineroar. Alright? So, my first thing is, I have no switch into this. I don't have a switch into this. But, I'm thinking he fears the Earthquake. So, I'm like, okay. So, he will probably go into his Landorus here. So, I'm going to U-turn and go out into my... something like my Tentacruel or my Zebstrika. This man stays in... I get a crit. It doesn't really matter. So I'm like, okay, if he goes for Earthquake, he's a monster. So I got into Heatran. He goes out into Blastoise. Okay. So my first thought is, we go right into Tentacruel to see what he wants to go for. He goes for the Scald. And here we go. Here's what happens. He brings an Alakazam as I knock off. So no Focus Sash for the Zam. And then I'm going to go right out into Mudsdale on whatever attack. He goes for the HP Ice, which is a really nice prediction. But since I'm Assault Vest, that does 18. And Psychic does 24. And I'm able to knock it out with a Body Slam. I believe he's able to bring in Goodra here. And I go into Decidueye on the expected Water-type move. And I'm going to keep him in place with Spirit Shackle. As he reveals he has Fire Blast, which is unfortunate for me. But I can't really switch out. So I'm going to go... I get a crit, which is unfortunate. He gets a crit back, but that one didn't matter. And I'm going to go right into Flygon. I'm like, alright, get U-turned. He's gooey, which is nice to know, except he's dead, so it actually doesn't really matter. So this... Oh, this turn. Oh, this turn is where I almost just completely lost. Because I wanted to Thunderbolt the Blastoise really badly. But I was like, alright, let's see what happens. He takes 41. I'm like, okay, that's way too little. So I go into Tentacruel. As this guy has Mirror Coat, that would have completely blown away my Zebstrika, which is now my only answer to Blastoise. Goes into Landorus. So he knocks off here. And, or I knock off here. And you can clearly see, alright, you can clearly see I knock off the Choice Scarf. Alright. However, I just know in the back of my mind that he's got Stealth Rocks on this Landorus. Because I'm running Scarf Rocks. I figured the only other person in this league who could possibly be crazy enough to run Stealth Rocks with Scarf, I should say, is Toast. So, I don't care what he does. I'm going to Rapid Spin. So he brings in the Incineroar. I believe I just sack my Tentacruel here. Yeah, I go for the Scald, see how much I can do. As it turns out, he is also Assault Vest. So he's got Assault Vest, a lot of Mons. Yep, that Volt Switch damage pretty much confirms it. Go out to Mudsdale because it is my switch. Unfortunately, it's not actually a switch at the range it's at, so it's going to die to the next Darkest Lariat. But that means I get to bring out my Flygon and get another kill with U-Turn. We go right into Zebstrika once again. Now I know this thing's... I thought it was low enough, but it's not. Thankfully, he didn't go for Miracle. He went for Scald, which means that I get 2 more kills. Or I get 1 more kill after this. So I Volt Switch out. Now Heatran's coming out as the Landorus is out. He doesn't know I'm Scarf, so I'm able to go for the HP Ice. Gengar's going to come out. I'm not going to let him get a sub up or anything like that, so I'm going to keep hitting him with the HP Ice until I die. And he's going to knock me out with a Scatter. It turns out he was also Scarf on the Gengar, so we had dual Scarf and 3 Assault Vest users. So he's going to go for the Shadow Ball, and yeah, that is the game. Very well played to Toast. Very scary. His team is voted one of the scariest teams in the league, so being able to win was really good for me. Also, I'm kind of angry that I have this freaking weeby ninja icon. That's not supposed to be. That's supposed to be the soccer guy. But anyway, that is week 2 of the PBL. I got a 2-0 win against Toast. Feels good, man. So like, comment, subscribe, all that garbage. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.